Buongiorno, benvenuti, ciao tutti. What's that? Rihanna? Welcome back to Office Kitchen on the road here in Milano. It's my last full day here. Maron. We've had a little drama here with the Airbnb. As you know, if you've been watching, they didn't clean it when I arrived. So I had to sit and wait while they cleaned it. And then after they left, the cleaners, I opened the refrigerator once I found it because it's kind of hidden. And there was food in there. So I messaged the host. She sent me instructions for how to dispose of the waste. So very strict rules here in Milan. You have to separate everything, and there are penalties if you don't. So anyway, so she sent me the instructions. So I said, "You mean I have to dispose of the previous guest's waste?" She said, "No, I'm just letting you know." No offer to send somebody back to come and get this stuff out of the refrigerator. So then I said, I was just kind of shocked when I arrived that it was such a mess. So she offered me a discount, $34. I guess it's the cleaning fee. I accepted it. I didn't know what I was doing. So I said, okay, well, I'm just going to leave it there until I leave because I'm only here for a few days. Monday to Saturday. What is that? So that was okay. And then every time I open the refrigerator, it stinks because guess what they left? Anchovies in a jar and gorgonzola cheese that's opened, a package of gorgonzola cheese. So I hold my breath, I open the refrigerator, get what I want, and close it. So finally yesterday, I was like, I kind of had it with these people. I didn't like them from the beginning. I won't get into it. I don't even think they're Italian. I think they're Swiss or something. So this is like an issue that I'm running into with Airbnbs, that some of these Airbnbs are run by investment companies. It was the same thing in Japan. I think they were Chinese investors. They don't care about the guest experience. They just want the money. So anyway, I messaged her yesterday and said, I thought it would be okay, but it really smells. It's anchovies and gorgonzola. Can you send somebody out? She said, we'll see if we can send someone out. So it was about 1:30 yesterday. I kind of waited. I could have followed up, but I just figured, let's let this play out. And then last night, still no word that anybody was going to come out. So I guess the answer was no. So at that point, I contacted Airbnb support, made it official. So they said they contacted the host and somebody will come out today. I don't know how they're going to get in because I don't think they have a key, and I'm not going to sit around and wait. So I'm going to the cemetery now. It's Labor Day, and there's this big cemetery here, Cimiterio Monumentale. It's supposed to be like really over the top. People were kind of competing with each other to see who could have the most elaborate graves. So it sounds like it's kind of interesting. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for lunch. I was actually thinking that I might go to Chinatown, but there's also this place that I passed yesterday, Scusami, that was very popular. And I looked at their website. It's cheap, and I think it's homemade pasta. You choose the pasta, you choose your sauce. I don't know how good it is, but it was very popular. So I might go there because I kind of would like to get some pasta. I haven't had any pasta yet. All right, so I'm waiting here for the tram. So I'll show you a little bit of the ride, and then I'll see you at the cemetery. All right, so I am here at Cimiterio Monumentale. It's a big cemetery. And let's see what's in here. I got a map, but I'm not going to follow the map. I'm just going to kind of wander. So my understanding of it, it was built in the late 1800s. And it was several cemeteries were combined. I don't know if the graves were moved. And then people started building these monuments, and it became a kind of competition, like who could outdo each other. At least that's what I understood of it. I don't know if these are also graves here. Yeah, actually, I think that there's a family maybe that's buried in this building. And these are just the grave markers. I don't really know. You know, here at Appa's Kitchen, we do our best, but you have to fill in the blanks. It's a nice way to spend the morning. Dead people are very quiet. So there is a Jewish part here that has a monument to people who were killed in the Holocaust. I think 800 Jews from Milano. They were not allowed to be buried here, but there is a monument to them. So I'm just going to wander. I'm not really going to look for anything special because I have no idea what I'm looking for. Very different from the Buddhist cemeteries in Japan. All right, I can't figure this out. So, as usual, Google Maps is not helping. So I found the name of it. It's Monumento ai Caduti, monument to the fall in the concentration camps. I entered that in Google Maps, and it made a little dotted line to go there. I was following the arrow, and I came to a wall. So at the end of the cemetery, I don't know if I want to go that way or go this way. So that's it. It's not exactly what I was expecting. My ex-hairstylist, he's been fired, told me about this, and the way he described it, he's very, what's the word? Dramatic. He likes to talk about movies and things like that. So it sounded really interesting. He had some very funny descriptions of some of the graves. Basically, it's really nothing special. It's a bunch of graves, statues like that. I thought they were going to be like really theatrical and like really over the top. but they're not. So at this point, I'm really hungry. I didn't sleep well last night. So I woke up, I just had coffee, had a protein bar. I noticed there's Chinatown nearby somehow. I thought Chinatown was near me. So I might walk to Chinatown, get some noodles or something. Spaghetti, spaghetti Chinese. All right, so let me show you a little bit more of this. I mean, it's really pretty. Looks like people are having a picnic here. Let me show you. That's where I came in. I'll walk down one more street here. A little water. I get some water. Oh, that didn't work. I just got water all over me. I thought it was one of those things where you hold the bottom and it squirts out at the top, but it might be water for flowers. There were some watering cans there. Yeah, I don't really see anything that spectacular here. So I think it was overblown by my ex-hairstylist. But it was a nice morning, really pretty day. Today's Labor Day here, so it's a holiday, May 1st. And I was kind of expecting everything to be really busy. Instead, it seems like people are either sleeping or maybe because it's a long weekend, they've left the city. I don't know. I think I'll just follow these signs to the exit here. I don't know that I would want that on my grave. It's Medusa. I don't know that I would want her either. Here's Jesus with a lamb. It's really kind of odd, you know? All of this imagery. I mean, I could see having a bust of yourself, but Medusa? Why? Okay, I think you've seen enough. Is this the exit here? Oh, here's one of the big graves, the Last Supper. That's a lot. I guess it literally was the Last Supper for whoever's buried here. Here's some big monuments. So Google Maps woke up. Guy looks like John F. Kennedy. Google Maps woke up and it's pointing me back in this direction. This is where I came in. But I'm not going to look for this. Let's just take a look at some of these. All right, I want some noodles. Well, I guess this is Chinatown. But Google Maps wants me to go this way. Hot pot. It's really pretty here. Very chill, and actually I like this area because you know what's missing? Tourists. No tour groups, no scammers, no friendly people trying to rip you off. I see Chinese people. I always like to go to Chinatown when I travel because it's familiar. But it's funny here because the names of things are in Italian. So instead of like noodles, which I guess is English, but they'll say spaghetti. And instead of dumplings, they call them ravioli. All right, this looks like it might be, oh, milk tea. This might be a pedestrian street. Yeah. I thought Chinatown was near me, and maybe this is near me. I have no idea. Oh, Ricky Bar. I have no idea where I am, really. All right, there's a restaurant there. Let me look at my map and see if I can figure this out. All right, I think I know where I am. Here's noodles fatto a mano. Kind of what I want. Homemade spaghetti. Just what kind of soup is it? Noodles with pork cutlets, beef, pasta secca con pepe nero, black pepper and beef, fish. Sit down, please. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try it. All right. That was a little challenging. Speaking Italian to a Chinese speaker. This is the cheapest meal that I've had so far. 16 euros. Yummy. This looks good. Homemade noodles, spicy, beef, lots of vegetables. Really good. All right, well, that was good. Really good noodles and good soup. The meat was a little questionable. I didn't eat it. It was slices of maybe not the best cuts of beef, and could have been some other parts of the cow that I don't want to eat. It was a little chewy, like tendon. I don't know. But the soup was really good. It was spicy, but not super spicy. And it had like those pickled green vegetables, which were really nice. The dumplings were good. 16 euros. It's like American prices. I was thinking last night, it is really expensive here, but then, when I'm home, I spend so much money on other things, food, buying, grocery shopping and ordering things on Amazon or clothes, which I'm not doing here. So in the end, it's not really that much more expensive than me being at home. I figure I could spend $50 a day on food, possibly. Oh, I thought this was going to be, oh, maybe that, like a pedestrian street. Maybe this is it. And it looked like it would take me to the tram, a different stop. Let's check it out. That place was very popular. I was the only white person there. And she didn't really understand my Italian. I was trying to say I wanted fresh noodles. I didn't want dried noodles. I wanted homemade. Fatto a casa. I don't know. She didn't understand me. A woman at the next table helped. She said they're all fresh. All right, so here's Italian Chinatown. Wow, it's big. And the restaurants look Italian, but they're Chinese. How interesting. No pagodas. And you would like to know the history of this Chinatown. You know who I'm going to ask. And quite a few people out and about, but I'm glad I found that little hole in the wall. That's my kind of place. There's another little Frenchie. There was a Frenchie in the restaurant. It was so cute. He was such a good boy. These little yappy dogs I don't like. Chinese supermarket. Mickey D's. Bubble tea. Very interesting. A lot of people out and about here. Very interesting. All right, well, when I get on the tram, I'm going to ask ChatGPT about Chinatown here. Let me just make sure I'm going in the right direction. All right, I think there's a tram stop up here. Very interesting. It's very local. Playground, lots of piazzas. I like these old apartment buildings. All right, viewer, so you got a taste of Milano, off the beaten path. Cemetery, Chinatown, wherever I am right now. I'm going back to my Airbnb. I still haven't heard from my host about cleaning out the refrigerator, so I guess I'm just going to forget it at this point. Today's a holiday. I don't even think they're in Italy. For some reason, I feel like they're German because the website that they send me to for different things sometimes comes up in German. Maybe they're up in Bolzano in the German-speaking part of Italy. Anyway, I haven't heard from them. So they're just going to get a negative review. That's all I can do. I've had food, stinky food, in the refrigerator for a week now. All right, this might be the tram stop. Let me enter it into Google Maps and see how much time I have. Maybe I can, yeah, number 10. Maybe I can find out the history of Chinatown while I'm waiting. I like the newspaper stands. All right, so Chinatown dates back to the 1920s, 30s. People were originally from Zhejiang. I don't know where that is. So unlike New York or Philly, where the people are Cantonese, I don't know where Zhejiang is. I don't know what it was before. I guess just regular. I don't know how it became Chinatown. I didn't ask any follow-up questions. So that's it. So I'll just show you the tram when it comes, but I'm going to end it here. So I hope you enjoyed this little video today. Off the beaten path in Milan. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao for now.